CrackBerry.com.
I think it's a step in the right direction. I mean, it's hard to really tell, just looking at it on a video. But I mean, I think it looks smooth. Mike pointed out the transitions, things like that. It looks good. But again, I mean, it's on a video. It's hard to tell. I hear a lot of people saying, too little or too late. I'm not so sure about that. I'm not ready to make that decision yet. Like I said, it looks interesting, but okay. I need to wait and see.
Were you hoping for a bigger departure kind of thing, or?
I was hoping to see a little bit more today, maybe on a device that, maybe some shots of a device that isn't a touchscreen. I mean, because we'd already kind of seen those leaked last week. So I'm not blown away. I'll put it that way.
I would have liked to have seen a lot more, and I think that's the reaction we're getting across the board. Everybody wants to see more and more of this thing. And with it being released in the third quarter, they have to say something soon. What we've seen so far is promising. And I think that Mike is right. They need to balance. They have such a huge legacy base of enterprise users that they need to be very careful to balance that with consumers and what consumers want and what they're seeing from the iPhone and other platforms. So they're taking baby steps, and 6 is promising. But again, we need to see a lot more.
I think BlackBerry 6 is actually a RIM attempt to try to come back with some flashy, actually get in your face, some sort of iPhone appeal, sex appeal, but I don't think it's going to get them there exactly because it's not going to bring the apps to the table. That's the main thing that they're missing right now. Developers still aren't happy with BlackBerry 6. It's not going to bring anything new since it's still using the same BlackBerry Java virtual machine.
I think it's a good evolutionary update. Kind of expected a little bit more. I like the multi-touch. The pinch to zoom on the pictures is cool. The promo video, I like the dancing chick. Hot, and but I digress. I don't know if it was a good idea to actually go with the 6 instead of saying it was a 5 update. I do like that they're changing up, going from BlackBerry OS number to just BlackBerry 6. I think that's kind of trendy and a little more consumer oriented. So overall, pretty impressed.
Today it was more of like a Black Eyed Peas commercial, but it was more graphic, iPhone-ish. We really didn't see that much functionality other than the search bar, being able to search contacts, and it'll basically go through, you could search it on Google, the web, or your media. It basically searches everything else. That's the only main feature we really saw.
Well, the video they showed us today was actually, was a very well polished demo, looked really great, but of course we haven't had a chance to touch it yet. How usable is it? All those screen transitions they showed in the video were definitely cool, but just how fluid is it to use on actual hardware? But that said, I like the notification screens that I saw. I like the media player that I saw. I like the photo gallery apps that I saw. The email looked a little bit refreshed. Still similar, mostly similar, but in all, I'd say evolutionary updates, but much needed ones and well done ones.
RIM is historically conservative in terms of their strategy, so it was everything that I was expecting. It's interesting, on my Twitter feed, I've gotten reactions from both sides, people saying, this is great, this is awesome, this is a great revision for RIM, and then other people saying, I was expecting a complete revamp, a complete OS redesign. So it's interesting to see the reactions. It's something that I expected.
I'm excited. I think it has sort of revived people's excitement in BlackBerry and given it a little bit more legitimate competition for what people tend to say is better in iPhone, Android, some of the best of both worlds. Hopefully, if it looks as good as they show it on the video.
Graphics, clear, sharp, looks awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
I think it's great. I'm really looking forward to it. I like the whole redesign of everything, the way it's all laid out and swipey. That was my first reaction. I just found it very swipey. You can go back and forth between everything very easily. And I just like the look. It's cleaned up a lot, and it just seems like it's a lot more efficient. I don't know. I think I'd like to see a little bit more of it because we haven't seen a whole lot, just different images, and we haven't really delved into it too much. But I like the way that it's laid out and everything kind of integrates, and we saw the bit on the feeds and how the RSS and Twitter and everything kind of rolls together. I like that a lot because it makes everything a lot easier to get it all in one spot.
BlackBerry 6, I don't know, tastes like BlackBerry 5.
Really?
A little bit.
You realize you're a BlackBerry guy.
Yeah, but had a little bit of swooshing. Still 5. Though I kind of think that 5 is like 4.7, so I don't know.
I think it's got some potential. I hope it doesn't sacrifice some of the core BlackBerry stuff for the sake of trying to be cool and get some of the, more of the consumer market.
The Pearl 3G, I think, is a fantastic upgrade from the 8100 series, and I've said it several times on the site. I think that it's amazing that they've gotten so much longevity out of that line of devices with very, very little upgrade. And it's a testament to that form factor and what they were able to do 3 years ago with that phone. So, but I think that the 3G directly addresses everything that they needed to upgrade in that device, and I think it's going to sell really well if the price is right.
Absolutely love it. I think it's the best piece of purse candy that RIM has ever released. It's fantastic.
I think it's awesome. I think the Pearl was definitely in need of a revamp. So many people like that device. My wife still uses one. She's still using the same old 8120 that came out, 2 years ago?
Pearl 3G, nice to see 3G connectivity, and 802.11n as well.
I'm stoked about the Pearl. I was a Pearl user for 2 years, and so I think that although it's more of a bold in a compact form, I think that phone's really exciting. Definitely looking to get one of those.
It's pretty cool. I mean, I would rock it. It's a nice device.
I'm a big fan of the 3G Pearl. I like the 9-key. I was looking forward to the 9650 for a long time, but I've actually played with the 3G Pearl, and I'm kind of looking forward to it.
I'm not a real Pearl shirt type person, but I mean, for people who are, I think it looks like a decent device.
It's awesome. The shirt type version. The other one, I mean, more for like the Nokia user, like switching out, or those LG user. The shirt type, a lot of people have been waiting for a new Pearl to come out. The Flip wasn't really a big success. The Storm had it too, but touchscreen isn't for everyone. So the new Pearl 3G, it's definitely a winner, I think.
Despite the fact that the form factor's been around for, 4 or 5 years now, it's a really nice upgrade for that device. Really good for that thing to get 3G and Wi-Fi N. The processor is really fast.
The Pearl and the 9100 3G, I think the multitude of colors and how they displayed them, had them on showcase, I think is going to be pretty attractive to a lot of people.
I really like the Pearl 3G. I like I'm actually kind of digging the numeric, rather than going with that 20 key with the shirt, the shirt type. I like the numeric keypad on the Pearl 3G, and different colors. That's awesome too.
White. It's got to be white.
I'd have to go with the pink and silver.
Gradient red or the white-green variant, that one.
Pink. No, just kidding.
For purple.
Purple.
Go big.
Explain that.
Go big or go home. If you're going to be rocking a Pearl,
I kind of like the sleek black look. I mean, I appreciate the colors, and I know that everybody else will appreciate it, but I'm more boring like that, so go with the black.
Yeah, I think I'd stick with black.
And actually, correct me if I'm wrong, you're a white bold guy too, right?
I totally will rock any device.
Yep.
The black or that the one that fades into the red. What do they call that color?
Well, Fusion Red. Black, no, that's not what it is. We just made that up.
CrackBerry Orange.
I'll say pink just for humor.
White.
Black red fade. What do they call it?
I don't know what you call that.
The Fusion Red.
I like the red that kind of transitions to the black as it goes up.
John Deere green would be good. Yeah, we kind of tend to like that in Kentucky quite a bit.
Every phone that I've ever used would look better in white. I had a white 3GS. I had a white N97. So yeah, white's my color for phones.
We're starting a trend here.
We are.
Give it a year. It's all
right now.
white devices.
Yep, it starts right here, folks.